In late November 1970, two hikers were making their way through Norway's icy Isdal Valley, a place locals ominously called Death Valley. As they trudged through the cold fog, a sharp smell cut the air, something like burning flesh. Then they saw it, a woman's body, charred beyond recognition, lying hidden among the rocks. Nearby, a strange arrangement of objects, broken bottles, half-burned clothes, and a few personal items placed almost ritualistically. No ID, no name, no witnesses, only the haunting silence of the forest, and a mystery that was about to spiral into one of Europe's most baffling unsolved cases. But the most chilling discovery? Her fingerprints. They weren't there. They had been carefully sanded away, as if she had erased her own identity. Every clue felt deliberate, almost staged. Instead of answers, the crime scene whispered only deeper secrets. A few days later, investigators traced a clue to Bergen's train station. Inside a forgotten locker, they uncovered a suitcase, and inside it, more mysteries. It held wigs, stylish dresses, several pairs of prescription glasses. But every label had been carefully cut out. Even toothpaste tubes and cosmetics had their markings removed. The suitcase also contained foreign currency. And once again, those strange coded notes. This wasn't just a traveler. It was someone living under a crafted identity. Or many identities. The autopsy deepened the mystery. Her cause of death was carbon monoxide poisoning, but her body had severe burns, likely set after death. Doctors also found a strange mix of sleeping pills in her system, and her stomach was nearly empty. Even stranger, her fingerprints had been filed down, making identification nearly impossible. This wasn't an accident. Every detail screamed. Someone wanted her erased. As detectives dug deeper, they found something chilling. The woman had used at least 9 different fake identities while traveling across Europe. Each passport had a different name, but her appearance was always the same. Elegant, mysterious, and always alone. Was she a spy caught in a dangerous game? Nearby, detectives uncovered bizarre clues, a pair of sunglasses with no fingerprints, a broken umbrella, and pages filled with coded notes. Even stranger, her fingerprints had been sanded down, as if someone wanted to erase her identity forever. The burned body was taken to Bergen's forensic lab. Doctors expected a straightforward result, but instead, the autopsy only deepened the mystery. Her stomach contained more than 50 sleeping pills, a lethal dose, but her lungs told another story. They were filled with smoke. That meant she was still alive when the fire began. Even stranger, her fingerprints had been sanded down, almost erased. Her teeth had unusual dental work, not common in Norway, hinting at travel across Europe. Toxicologists found carbon monoxide and barbiturates in her blood, but no clear cause of death could be agreed upon. Suicide, murder, staged accident? Every theory led to more questions. For investigators, this wasn't just a corpse. It was the beginning of a labyrinth where every clue contradicted the last. Just when investigators thought the trail was going cold, new voices began to whisper through Bergen. Ordinary people, hikers, shopkeepers, hotel clerks came forward with unsettling memories. Several swore they had seen the mysterious woman alive in the days before her death. Always alone, always alert. Some said she spoke German, others thought French, but one detail never changed. She carried herself like someone trained, precise, controlled, almost military in her movements. But it wasn't only her that people remembered. A few witnesses described men, shadowy figures in dark coats, who seemed to follow her through the city. One hiker recalled the piercing feeling of being watched, moments before spotting her on the trail with 2 men close behind. Were they handlers, enemies, or fellow spies playing the same dangerous game? The witnesses' stories painted a chilling picture. This woman wasn't just wandering Bergen. She was being hunted or protected. When investigators studied the body, it wasn't just the fire that haunted them, it was the preparation. Around the corpse lay melted plastic bottles coated with petrol, and fragments of fabric that hadn't fully burned. The scene screamed deliberate setup. Even more chilling, her fingerprints had been scraped clean, as if someone wanted her to be a ghost, an untraceable figure, vanishing the moment she died. Toxicology revealed a chemical cocktail in her blood. Strong sedatives, powerful enough to disorient but not to kill. Why drug her first, then burn her alive? It suggested control, someone making sure she couldn't fight back, couldn't run. Every new clue only deepened the sense that this wasn't a random act, but a meticulously staged elimination. Forensic specialists noted the strangeness of the burn pattern, parts of her body charred, others oddly preserved. A clumsy attempt to destroy evidence, or a signature left behind on purpose. The scene raised a chilling possibility. The killer wanted her to be found, just not identified. For decades, the Isdal Woman's case was officially marked as unsolved, but in dusty archives and forgotten filing cabinets, whispers of her story refused to die. In recent years, journalists and historians uncovered declassified intelligence files that hinted at something darker than a tragic death. These files weren't in the police records. They were buried deep inside the machinery of Cold War espionage. Documents revealed inconsistencies. Coded notebooks resembled spy communication methods. Chemical traces on her belongings matched materials used in covert intelligence work. And her multiple identities, different passports, fake names, hotel aliases, all pointed to a life spent in the shadows. It was as if the Isdal Woman had been trained to vanish, leaving behind only fragments. Investigators discovered that international intelligence agencies did have secret files on her, but every official request for answers met the same wall of silence. No comment. Why? Was she working for them or against them? Some whispered she was a double agent. Others claimed she had seen something she was never supposed to. Either way, her death carried the mark of a cover-up too dangerous to expose. To this day, new leaks in archival research still uncover pieces of her life. Yet, the truth remains shrouded, protected by governments, erased by time. The Isdal Woman has become more than a mystery. She is a symbol of how power buries inconvenient lives in classified files. And maybe, the final answers lie not in Norway, but in the intelligence bureaus that kept her secret all along.